Hello guys. I'm gonna fly the Sopwith Camel for a bit, and then depending on how I'm going, I might well switch over to Tactical Airwalk, and then depending on how I'm going, I might well switch over to Wings of Liberty, and then depending on how I'm going, I might well switch over to Combat Box. That's the potential agenda for this particular live stream. It's a play it by ear situation though, so that will probably not eventuate, but that's a possibility. Right now flying Sopwith Camel over the trenches. This plane here took off the same time as me, so I'm doing an impromptu formation. Problem is, there's only 2 Axis aircraft on the server, and only 4 to 6 Allied aircraft on the server. Five Allied aircraft, 2 Axis aircraft. G'day Manuel. Bots? Yeah, they could be bots. G'day Mystic. Oh no, where's my buddy gone to? Oh no, there he is. SE5. SE5 is a fast plane. Which was the fastest? I don't know. So far of these planes that I've flown, my money for the fastest is on the Dolphin. The main thing with these World War I planes, there's 2 things to remember. One is if you're in a dive or a descent, so don't be at 100% power, be at like 50, 60, 70, maximum 70% power. Otherwise you'll overspeed the engine and it'll stop working, it'll break. And the other thing is that they spin easy, and when they spin they don't recover, at least in this game. You can spin a World War I plane uncontrollably, so try not to get into a spin. So yeah, that's what I've noticed. Try not to get into a spin, and don't overspeed the engine in a dive, which is something that's unusual for World War II pilots, because they've got constant speed unit propellers, so they don't have to cut the power in a dive really to protect the engine. There's no such thing, whereas in this you've got to cut the power to protect the engine if you're descending fast. So if you're in a fast-paced dogfight, it's very tempting just to leave the power on as you're manoeuvring, but if you're facing downwards, you want to cut that power. That's what I've learnt so far. So what's happening here? We've crossed the lines where this guy, where's he going? Probably to the enemy's airfield, I would say. This plane, another thing that I've learnt, this plane, you want to reduce the mixture down to 84% when you're a little bit high, and then you can go faster. Hey, look at that, we've got a balloon there. So we're close to the enemy's airfield. I might lean out the mixture a bit. I'll keep it at 85. RPM looks to be about 1300. And before it was closer to 12, so it's gone up a little bit. Now you can see I'm catching up to this guy even though I haven't moved the throttle because the RPM's gone higher with leaning of the mixture. Yeah, I think spotting enemies is pretty hard. Hard to spot, but also hard to close the gap if you can see them far away, but like they might be at a higher altitude. Now we're getting shot at by flak. Oh man, did you see that? My buddies led us right through a flak near the airfield. This ain't good. And do you see that flak? Do you see that? That's savage. Look at this crap. It's because we're near the balloon. The flak is protecting the balloon. I hope he knows what he's doing. Now we're going back towards the front. I have a mind to shoot that flak. Look at him. Holy crap, we're going to get hit by all this stuff. Look at that. Just look at that. That's an MG. There's a flak unit up here. I'm going to shoot it. He's going for the flak now. He's going to get shot by that flak. Maybe I should join him. Have you survived? Yeah, he's still going. He's still going. Oh shit! Shit! That flak shooting at me. I've got to find the one that I'm going to shoot at, which is this one. And then I'll double back and I'll hit that other target that the other Sopwith was shooting at. At least this one, as far as I'm aware, is not MG equipped. Get ready, get ready. Yeah, get some. Oh shit, engine overheat. What? What? Don't tell me. No, gun overheat, I'm sure. I'm sure that was gun overheat. So the balloon's been pulled down now. I'll take out the balloon. But and there's my friend, or no, he shot the balloon, I think. He got to the balloon, excellent. So what happens if you fly near the balloon is they just pull it down. Alright, so the other Sopwith is still going. This is pretty good. Nice pass, yeah. Yeah, the crew was running. Gonna look for some flak. This is dangerous, by the way. This is really dangerous. What about just there? I don't know. Could be anything anyway. Well, there's a flak gun for sure. Alright, survived that one. Where's my colleague got to? Hey, what have we got up here? We got an aircraft up there. It's an Allied aircraft. Is it the Sopwith? He's very far away and he's very high up. I doubt it's him, but seems to be moving laterally along the front. He's way high though, I'll never catch him. So we got that one there. I assume they're Allied planes because they're getting shot at, but that could be totally wrong. They might not be. Look at that, there's some shooting going on. So someone up there that I can fight. So that's got to be a bomber, like a twin, with a rear gunner, getting attacked by a DR-1 maybe, something up there. They're too high up, I doubt I'll ever catch them. I think I've protected the engine in the dives thus far. Will I be able to climb at 100% power? Let's see. So there was another aircraft there, now I can't see it, which makes me nervous that it might have spotted me and it might be diving down. Kind of thing. What is that? That's one of the AI bombers, I think. Alright, now we have a lot of players here. If there's so many players, it might be worth my while doubling back to the enemy's airfield, which is down here somewhere. Just over the river over there. That bomber, that's an AI bomber and it's got a rear gunner and it's very far away. I don't think I'll catch it. I'm not going to chase it. Stuff it. I'm just going to keep circling around near my speed's too low, near the river. There's a name for it. Let me just try and see the map. Near the river at Cappy is 1106. Actually, Cappy doesn't have an airfield. That's the balloon that I destroyed. The airfield is up here further on at Moyes Lane. That's where I should maybe go. Or here, or here. I'll just get to the tip of the river and then I'll start going east. Baron, yes. Got to watch out for the Red Baron. You can... Sounds like my engine's got trouble. Look at the power, it's at 1000 RPM. I only took 50% fuel, maybe I'm about to run out of fuel. Oh well, let's get to the enemy's airfield and let's get things moving and shaking. I'm pretty high up here, which is great. Yeah, you can get there's a couple of planes that the Red Baron flew, such as the Albatross D5 or D3, that you can get it in the Red Baron colour scheme, red. I'm getting shot at by flak, not so good. And you can get the DR1 triplane, the Fokker DR1, also in the Red Baron's red colour scheme. That flak is annoying. Get out of the zone of influence of that flak, and that's going to be when I get to that town there, which is miles away. I think I'm pretty much on the outskirts of the zone of influence of the flak. Less chance that it can get me now. I reckon I'm right here. I'm headed just here. Need to rely on landmarks, I believe. Like there's no GPS moving map icon. There's no plane icon in the map. I've got a town on the river, and then I've got a smaller river that leads off in front of us here, and then beyond this small river is the enemy airbase, and there's a small town just next to it. I think I can see the small town. Yep. So the airfield's just to the right and in front of the small town. We'll be there in about 2 minutes, I think. Should start gaining some altitude now. No worries. So gonna gain some altitude. Enemy aircraft 3,000 metres south of Arras. I don't know where that is. I mean, I know what Arras is, but I don't know where it is compared to where I am. And I haven't got time to zoom out and study the map because I'm almost at my target and I'm going to run out of fuel soon. Alright, I can see the enemy's airfield just there. There it is. Let's start kind of climbing. Where's the sun? Let's see if we can come out of the sun. There it is there. So let's stay on this side. We'll come out of the sun. Like a Hun in the sun, except I'm not a Hun because I'm flying in a Sopwith Camel. So I'm a camel in the sun. It's the airfield. Ain't no enemy aircraft there yet. We got 7 enemy aircraft on the map now. That's promising. One of them, or more, might be, all of them, in fact, might be taking off from this airfield. And if that's the case, I'm in the air above them. I'll challenge them to a dogfight. The good news is I haven't broken the engine this time. And I haven't gone into a spin. I've destroyed a flak gun on the ground. Speaking of flak on the ground, this airfield would have its own defences. I better be careful. So to conserve fuel, I've pulled right back on the throttle now. I'm at a good altitude, I'm in a good position. Yeah, there could be some enemies above me, but oh well, let them come if they're here. Now I'm just going to try and stay in auto level and just fly around unless I get shot at by the flak. And just yeah. Mission ends in 10 minutes. Goodness me. Is there a clock in here that I can decipher? 3:20 and it finishes at 3:30. Well, at least I know where the clock is now. And here's the enemy airfield. Doesn't entirely look like an airfield, does it? But it is. Complete with windsock and everything. "10 minutes, huh? What to do? 10 minutes, I'm just going to start attacking that airfield. There's a small chance that it's not. It could just be a military base, but it's in the right spot between this town and the river. I think it's just that the World War I airfields, they're so different than more modern airfields. Their aircraft can take off in the space of like less than 200 meters and stuff like that. Usually more like 30 meters. Now there'll probably be some flak. Yes, there is. So, gotta watch out for that. Got my power right back at idle, looking for a target, trying not to get hit by flak. Okay, I see some flak there. Let's see if we can move in. Let's see. Engine got damaged. Ah, got done by the MG. Ho 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 ho. Fuel gushing everywhere. Yeah, you see that MG at the last minute that I yawed to the left. That one there. I got him. So yeah, that's an airfield. It's a funny looking one. Anyways, guys, let's move on to another server. So I think this one was, what was it? I don't know, Flug Park or Jasta 4 or something. Okay. Yeah, cheers, thanks. Combat Box has 42 players. I might go Combat Box now. Just reading your question here, Coco Addict. Bought Channel Battles DLC in Rise of Flight when it was on discount. Should I buy Flying Circus or another Rise of Flight DLC? My answer these days on this is always going to be get the latest technology, which is Flying Circus. Crossing the Rhine, is it just me or did this map just change over from something else to this one? Yeah, it did. 2 hours to go. I don't know how many players are going to be on here. Oh, I just want that 262. Ah! And shit. How good would that be if I could get a 262? Zero, zero, zero. Ah, well. March 1945. I think that means it's not snowing. $300 meters. Gonna go full fuel most probably. A little bit less. No, I'll go full fuel. clip link, 150. Definitely go the gyro sight. I didn't use the mirror last time. $18 versus $23, that's healthy. Of Normandy, the Typhoon will be the one with the bubble canopy, not with not won't. I get you. Bubble canopy. I don't know. I don't know. The only thing I know about that is that the P51, what is it? That obviously this one's a D, but the P51 that they're going to have in Normandy is the one with the razorback. Like and same with the P47. They're going to not be. They will not have a bubble canopy. They'll have like the razorback. So there's that. Option to change the canopy. Yeah, that's a possibility. That's actually a good idea. Look at that, he's carrying some bombs on the wings. Got his engine going. Waiting for his flaps to go up. Guy seems to have a headlight on. Alright guys, I'm just about ready to get out of here. And yes, a Spitfire 14, I can't wait to fly that. I assume the Spitfire 14 is going to have a bubble canopy, but I saw something on the forum that was the opposite of that, so I don't know. Yeah, I don't know, it's all kind of like an exercise in learning history, because I believe that the Mark 14 has a Griffin engine, a Rolls-Royce Griffin engine, instead of like this Spitfire, the Mark 9 has a Rolls-Royce Merlin, Spitfire VB has a Rolls-Royce Merlin. The Griffin is in the Mark 14 in my opinion, but then someone was saying that it's got a Merlin, so I don't know. It's going to be really interesting to fly all those new planes, I tell you that. Both canopies, and it had a Griffin. That's what that was that's what I thought. Oh, look at that. Strong breeze there. Oh shit. Sorry guys. This is what, oh no, this is what happens when you try and fly late at night. Oh man, that's a hassle. Look at this guy with his headlight on. Yeah, I mean I could fly like this, but it wouldn't be that great. I'm gonna have to get a new plane. Had that under control, and then I got exposed to the wind and it just started to drift badly. $15 versus $29, the numbers have gone down slightly. On the axis they've gone down a lot. People are saying we need more jets. I'm inclined to agree. I never get to fly the 262 even though I own it because it's never available. I've got the gun sight set up, 300 yards and 35 feet wingspan. Got the lights on. Alright, finally I'm airborne. Thing behind the stick. The one that looks like it's a brake off of a bicycle, that is a brake. It's the single brake for the two main wheels. Yeah, the Spitfire, you can't lock the tail wheel, and you haven't got differential braking. You've only got one brake for both wheels. So where am I going? I'm going west. I want to go probably east. I'm in some fog or something. That's the field that I took off from. Man, it took an eternity to get out of that field. Man. What's that aircraft down there? He's going south. Ludendorff Bridge under attack. Yeah, definitely I want to be going east. And that'll get me to Bonn. Look at this weather. And what aircraft have we got there? I reckon that could be a P-47. Yeah, my money is on a P-47, that is. Seems to me like I'm way faster than he is. Now he's going north. Is he waiting for his... No, he's following me maybe. I don't know. Anyways, let's level out and go east and then get to the river and then get to the bridge and get some action. Look at this fog. Wow. Don't scare him. Yeah. Might be trigger happy. At least I've got both my ailerons managed to take off properly that time. Alright, let's check the map. And I turned the lights off. The gear is up. So we took off from here, going east. There's a bridge here and here that I'm going to head to via Bonn. So I'm just going to go to there and then just go down the river. Pretty simple. But there's an enemy airfield just east of Bonn. It's an interesting map because you've got an enemy airfield here that's active, and it's also the airfield's a target as well. Evacuation flights are departing from Bonn Hangala Airfield. Allied pilots are authorised to destroy the airfield and any transport aircraft, whether on the ground or in the air. Does that mean I'm not allowed to shoot up fighter aircraft at that airfield, or what? It just says transport aircraft. That means if I see a Ju-52 I can shoot it down even if it's at that airfield. That's interesting. I've never actually paid a visit to that airfield because of the restrictive rule in this server about you're not allowed to shoot airfields or something. But I'm gonna go and check it out because I read that. Wouldn't mind shooting down a HE-111 or a Ju-52. Flying in fog, basically. Very good. I don't know that I've ever seen this fog effect before. It's really good. Two versus 29. Where is... The trouble is that it's hard to navigate like this. and it's even harder to find anything. So there's the river, the Rhine River, and Bonn's over here somewhere. East of Bonn is the airfield. This fog's getting thicker and thicker. It seems to be a layer of fog at sort of lower levels. You can probably fly above it, but then you can't see the ground. It's pretty big, should be able to see it somewhere. Just under the nose, there it is. There it is. And just beyond is a enemy airfield. And there's some firing going on up there. I can stay at combat mode for 1 hour. So enemy airfield right here. There was some firing going on up here. I don't know what to do. Go straight for the airfield or just go above it and try and get above the fog and see what's cooking. There it is there. What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? Oh shit, look at that. It's Ju-52. 2 Ju-52s. Holy crap. One. That's fine, it was just a scare. Now where's that fighter? There he goes. Let's get him! Let's get him! Craft feels funny. Shit. Oh, sucked in. I pretty much destroyed a 52, and well, you saw what happened there. I knew that airfield was going to be well defended, especially if they had 52s taking off. Man, I got to do that again, I think. Yeah, that calls for one more flight. And yeah, it's probably going to say I didn't get any kills. Yeah, it is. But of course, I hit up that Ju-52 pretty strongly. Wherever it was going, it's not going to get there. Timing, I arrived just as the 52s were taking off. That's off. Undercarriage is up. The engine is at combat mode for 1 hour. It can last 1 hour apparently. The gun sight is set for 300 meters, and for the good wingspan that I want, about 35 feet. What else? And I'm going east. Same deal. This time I'm going in guns blazing. I'm going right into that airfield. I'm going to juke it out at that airfield. I was focusing on AAA, but I couldn't see any. Dead there were 2 FW190 A series, and there was 2 JU52s, and then there was 2 FW190As, probably A5s. Flying at combat mode, I'm going to get there pretty quickly. The thing about this fog is I can probably be pretty much over the airfield without anyone really knowing where I am. Probably the appropriate thing to do when I got jumped by the FWs was just to slink away into the fog. Instead I tried chasing one. If I get jumped I'll go north, and then I'll know to follow the river south when I want to return. So here is the river. No, the airfield's hotly contested. I'm going to have to assume that there's no AAA. There's Bond there perhaps. Or is it trees and forest? That looks like Bond, I think. Right, here we go. What do I see up there? Is that, what is that? What am I seeing there? What the heck is going on? Look, there's more of them taking off. And there's aircraft with their lights on. Why have they got their lights on? What is going on up here? Let's lower the, I don't know. Definitely aircraft on the ground down there. There is AAA. Oh my goodness, there is AAA. How am I going to deal with this AAA? There's tons of AAA. Oh no. This is dangerous. It's an A20. There's another A20. Hey man, so A20s are on my side, and what do we got down here? Is that an A20? There's a fighter plane. What the heck is it? Looks like a Mustang. It's not, it's a 109. Let's get him. Oh man, he's got some high performance on him. He's just in a turn fight. He's going after the A20. Hard fighting in these conditions. What the heck, man? What the heck? I don't know what's going on. He's a goner. There's a JU52. Combat mode. There's that 52. Someone's shooting at me, maybe. It's probably the 52 shooting at me. Okay, let's get this under control. Go, go, go. Oh, shit. Oh, man. It's intense. Look at that. Yeah, this is where the action's at. I'm gonna have to go once more. So we had A-20s attacking the field. I'm so sleepy I almost shot one, and then I realised he's on my team, and because I'm going in there to hit bombers, the Ju-52s that is, and then I saw the 52s as well, and I saw the flak. I tried to take out a flak, which I got one. So there's flak, there's A-20s, there's Ju-52s, there's FW-190As, there's BF-109s, there's me, and that's that. That's by far the scariest part of the flight, just trying to taxi out of there. Paul Jepson, yeah, you will see why in about 6 minutes time, trust me. There's always people that don't appreciate art, Manuel. There's the top of the combat mode, so I should have an hour like this. That's good. The gun sight set, the wheels are up, the lights are off. We're going east. Nah, it was totally crazy. I arrived at the airfield just east of Bonn, and at that time I wasn't sure if the AAA was active or not. It turned out it was. It was firing wildly in all directions into the fog. It turns out that my side's A-20s were attacking the Luftwaffe airfield, so there's a bunch of A-20 bombers there getting shot at by the flak. Then there was Luftwaffe fighters, FWs and 109s, trying to shoot down the A-20s. Then there was me. Then there was Ju-52s taking off, which I was trying to shoot down. It was total mayhem. I actually didn't get shot down the last time. I actually collided with the ground and brought down a Ju-52 somehow. He was flying so low. That's the thing. I was going to say I should be more cautious this time, but I actually shouldn't. You have to not be cautious, but at the same time you have to not fail. It's like walking on a tightrope. There's a Tom Cruise line out of Top Gun, something like up there if you think you're dead or something. So we're flying in fog, which makes things more exciting. So here's the river, here's the city of Bonn. And in about 30 seconds we're going to be in combat, judging by what I've seen the last two times I've been here. What should I do? Well, I don't know. I took out some flak last time, which was useful. The enemy ought to be expecting me coming from this direction as well. I should try and keep my altitude a bit. It looks a bit quieter than last time. There's no aircraft with their taxi lights on, ready to take off. I'm going to try and take out some flak down here. That's an aircraft, that's not flak. That's flak. There we go. Don't know if I hit them or not. Flak. He's empty. He's totally empty. That's how it looks. Now that throws me off. What do we got here? That's a friendly. There's a flak. There's a flak. Look at that angle though. Yeah, got him. Alright, now we're making some progress. I've taken out at least one flak. Once the flak's gone, it makes the job easier. Should I revisit that other one? What do we got there? He looks empty. Looks empty. So many flaks though, you know. That one got me, but I got him. It was only an MG. There's a bunch of MG flaks over there. Now there's no fighters here, which is elusive, which is too quiet for comfort. What do we got there? See that? Well, I don't know. Near Bonn, that's where I am. All the flak is finished. Maybe one or two not, but I think most of the flak's gone. I don't really want to get out of the fog. I want to kind of stay in it. Shit. Believe that. My elevator, I have to bail. That just shows you how random things can get. There's nothing going on, and then suddenly there's 4 aircraft engaged in their own dogfight that have just kind of crossed paths with your aircraft. Two heavy weapons, which means 2 flak. AAA gun 1, machine gun 1. So basically at the airfield all of the flak is destroyed, I reckon. There might be the odd one here and there, but let me put it this way, nothing was shooting at me when I was there. So now what? What happens if I rise above the fog? I assume there's just a fog layer and you get above it and then you're in clear skies. That's what it looks like. One hour remaining on the map. We're still well and truly in the fog. That's interesting. Looks like there's blue clear sky above, but I would have expected it to be out of the layer of fog by now, but maybe I am actually. Maybe I'm breaking through it now. Who knows? Just about to go there's 7,000 feet. Well, 7,000 feet, that's pretty high for fog. Still going roughly east. There's 8,000 feet. Someone says the higher you go, the more disorientating it gets. That seems to be what I'm seeing here. Forget that. Alright, down we go. So there's the river, there is Bond. Man, that's quite foggy. The airfield seems to be destroyed. I think that's in no small part to myself. I think that means it's time for another target. We'll just check it out briefly. That fog's getting worse, I think. AJUs or anything. I could hit a truck, but that'd just be a waste of ammo. Let's go south now. South down the river to the bridgehead and to the Ludendorff Bridge. Be important to get some altitude. something there. It's probably just a one-off. Fly east only for a few minutes and then I'll double back. That's got to be at Asback airfield. Asback airfield. Basically flying to a Luftwaffe airbase right now. Oh man, there it is. Ju-52. And I'm getting shot at by someone somewhere. Looks like the AAA can see in the fog. See the smoke cloud from where I hit that 52. So I used up a bit of cannon on that. It was good. My aim was accurate though. Now, Combat Box has all these rules about you can't shoot aircraft on the ground and stuff, and I just shot an aircraft on the ground. But I think it's okay because it's a stationary AI aircraft. Allies have destroyed enough German targets and win the map. That must have been because I destroyed that JU. Man, we're going to lose the map and I haven't even had any combat. I shouldn't have shot him. That's literally triggered off. That's the straw that broke the camel's back. Map's ending in 30 seconds. Didn't get my money's worth. Definitely didn't get my money's worth. None of that was any good. So that was 4 deaths, 1 heavy, 1 parked plane. So that's both. Oh yeah, the heavy was a 52 in the air, the parked plane was a 52 parked. 1 machine gun, 2 AAAs. Alright. 30 versus 25, there's still a lot of aircraft in the sky. I reckon I should probably end it there, guys. Leave it till resume tomorrow. The usual stuff, like, share, subscribe. Check out my website, froggyfrog9000.com. Support on Patreon or join the channel on YouTube. Like I said, I'll be back tomorrow for another live stream. Hope you guys can join me for that one. I'm going to intend to do similar to what I did tonight, but not getting stuck in a loop on one particular server like I did just now, but actually just do one flight on each of the different servers. So that should be good. Hope you guys can join me for that one. Bye for now.